Brighton have completed the signing of Luka Vuskovic from Tottenham. Benfica are rivaling Sporting for João Palhinha. Paris Saint-Germain are expected to trigger a release clause for an Aston Villa left-back. And Liverpool boss Andoni Iraola refused to comment on links to a Paris Saint-Germain winger. Here are your daily Premier League news headlines. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and to another edition of the Daily Premier League News Headlines, where I'll be going through all the latest news, rumours and reports. I'm Lee The Dorset Spur, and if you're watching on YouTube, please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. If you're listening on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. Okay, so let's get into it. Here are the main headlines today. Brighton have completed the signing of Luka Vuskovic from Tottenham in a club record £50 million deal. The teenager, who did not play a competitive game for Spurs, joins the Seagulls in a deal made up of £46 million plus £4 million in very achievable add-ons. There is also a 20% sell-on clause and matching right in the deal. The 19-year-old departs Spurs as the fourth most expensive sale in their history. Benfica are rivaling Sporting for João Palhinha. His former manager at Fulham, Marco Silva, is keen to bring him back to his native Lisbon. Palhinha began his career at Sporting before Silva signed him for Fulham in 2022. He then went to Bayern but struggled to get in the team before a season loan at Tottenham last term. Bayern are happy to sell Palhinha for the right price, and a return to Sporting has been increasingly likely given his family's connections to the club. But now Benfica are pushing hard to sign him ahead of their city rivals. EA is due in Sunderland on Tuesday to sign a 2-year deal. The Belgian international, formerly of Borussia Dortmund and Paris Saint-Germain, is a free agent after leaving Lille. Meunier is expected to put pen to paper on a contract in the next 24 hours. The 34-year-old has 83 caps for Belgium. Paris Saint-Germain are expected to trigger a release clause in Aston Villa left-back Lucas Digne contract after the World Cup. The fee PSG are expected to pay is about £8.5 million, €10 million. And the player is ready to return to his former club. Sky Sports News understands the move cannot be completed until he has finished on duty with France in the USA. They face Spain in the semi-final on Tuesday, and he has started in the last 3 games. Liverpool boss Andoni Iraola refused to comment on links to Paris Saint-Germain winger Bradley Barcola, but admitted the club needs to recruit another winger this summer. The Reds completed the signing of Victor Muniz for £34.5 million from Osasuna and have Barcola high among the options they are considering to strengthen their side following Mohamed Salah's exit at the end of last season. RB Leipzig's Yann Diamonde has been viewed as a top target, but his preferred destination is PSG. I cannot talk about players from other teams, Iraola told Sky Sports when asked about Barcola and Diamonde. It is clear we need a player there. I wouldn't say to replace Mohamed Salah, but we need one more winger. With the other situations, we are not so clear. We have very good players injured, Ekitike, Bradley, Giovanni Leone, players we love. We have to take decisions. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes there is a player we can sign to improve as a team. Those decisions we are analysing. At other clubs, they present you with players you don't know. With Liverpool, when they present them, you already know them. It's not easy. It has to be the players who have shown a good level. So, thoughts on these stories? Well, Brighton completing the signing of Luka Vuskovic is obviously the big one from my point of view. Is it a good deal? Isn't it a good deal? The money is a good deal. The sell-on clause is a good deal. Matching rights is a good deal. £50 million for a 19-year-old who hasn't played in the Premier League is a big money deal. Brighton seem to believe that he is ready to play in the Premier League. Tottenham Hotspur believe he isn't ready to play in the Premier League. So someone is going to be right and someone is going to be wrong in that. It'll be interesting to see which way that goes. For me, Luka Vuskovic, I think, is a talent who we probably should be trying to hold on to. But if the player doesn't want to stay and wants to get regular football and only feels he can do that on a permanent deal, then realistically you have to go with that. I don't want a player hanging around because they have to. I want them to hang around because they want to fight for their place. So we'll see how that goes from there. João Palhinha already being talked about after leaving Tottenham. Makes sense. I liked him. I thought he was a good player. I thought he had his heart on his sleeve. Played for the badge. Worked really, really hard. And so for me, I wish him very well. There was talks of him going to Italy and so on, but looks more likely that Portugal is back to where he would go due to his family links and so on as he's getting older. So it makes sense, but good luck to him wherever he goes. What else do we want to talk about? Liverpool out in the market again for more players. I don't think you can ignore Liverpool. They will always be trying to strengthen their squad. They spent an awful lot of money last season. And now it's about getting that right balance, isn't it? Mo Salah moving on as well. Andy Robertson obviously coming to Tottenham. So they do need a few replacements. Iriola, first season, doing two games a week. It's going to be interesting to see how he gets on with that and how he manages that. Had a really, really good time at Bournemouth. Got them into Europe, which is a massive, massive achievement for such a small club. And always seem to find the right players at the right times to fit in with them, and making good profits on the players that they sell on a very well-run club these days. So yeah, we'll see how that one pans out. But as always, Liverpool are always going to be in the market, and they're always going to be adding to that squad and challenging for sure. Since Klopp went in there, they've done an awful lot of good business. Won a lot of cups, won a lot of silverware. And I expect them to be up there again this season. But fingers crossed, not above Tottenham, hey. Anyway, thanks for watching and listening. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. If you're listening on audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. My name is Lee The Dorset Spur. If you want to head over to my channel and say hi, I'd be happy to have you over there. If not, don't worry. I'll see you on the next one here. And as always, up the Spurs.